Big.
Go live. Jesus Christ. Listen. I've had a nap. I've had a nap this afternoon after last night. And I'm I'm going to say I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm not anymore because obviously I've had a nap. And, but I were a little bit knackered earlier on. However, I just thought I'd pop a little video on. And I say a little video, it'll probably last about chuffing 3 days like it normally does doing. Got James with me. James is just in background there. James did my narration last night for the live link for the presentation evening. And you've got to think on, he's giggling, I can hear him. Obviously, you've got to think on, I did watch it back this afternoon while I was like drooling on settee, falling asleep, and the sound quality was bad, the picture quality was bad, but we're not outside broadcast. Well, we're not even inside broadcasters. I'll tell you what. Let's get him on. James.
Good evening.
I hope, mate. We're not inside we're not outside broadcasters. We're not even inside broadcasters. But
you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, well, trying at best. But with stuff like that, somebody's got to go first, I suppose. And because it was the first presentation evening, which we're going to catch up with. I know Radders is coming on in a bit because we're all going to catch up because he's had a nightmare getting home.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I just want to share, with people that saw some of the video last night, tried to persevere through all the video last night, trying to get a flavour and essence, if you will, of what we were all about. And well, I kind of got the essence, but the quality was so bad. I get that, and that's why we're coming on tonight, the after party. Because boy, oh boy, what a party! It was absolutely chitching, top dollar, top cracking. I will explain the sort of ins and outs. Hang on a minute. Good. Guys, still it's not too cold in here tonight. I will explain the ins and outs of why's the what's, the who's, the where's, the how's. Then we'll move on to, we'll get James and Paul involved. Let me make James a little bit bigger than he is. And then we'll go through the list of winners and what they won. And I have put a post on our Facebook group, which is on my second screen, saying, has anybody got any pictures from last night? Nobody's answered that yet, but that's my bad because, talk about, well, it's piss poor presentation, isn't it? I should have put that post on at 11 o'clock this morning, and I didn't. But anyway, right. So what we'll do is we'll make it up as we go along, like I always fucking do. And I've just had a message from Judge, actually, Paul Wong, saying, because I've sent him linked to the StreamYard thing, saying, pop on later if you're free, mate. And it's always nice to get another perspective. Right. However, good evening. Let's get this ball rolling. Good evening. And welcome to Sesco and Emsworth Community Scale Model Club. Ching! After party. James.
Yes.
Are you awake, mate?
Yeah, I'm wide awake, mate.
So what we normally do down at club's 8-year-old, right? What we normally do, have, and I've got some notes here. What we normally do is we always have a competition every year, and we go from November to November. Why is that? I don't know. It's just how it's always been, right? Because obviously in December, we have 2 meetings in December, but one of them isn't really a meeting. One of them, we go across to see Diamond Dave Halifax Modelers World, and we will be there this on Saturday. We will be there on Saturday, the 7th of December. The boys and girls that you've seen on club pictures, videos, chatting with us, they will be there on Saturday, the 7th of December, and they don't charge much for autographs. So, I do. So, yeah. So we always have so we can't. I know we can't have it in December because we're too busy. And some people have the competitions in January, and I think, how the fuck do you do that? You know, surely competitions. When's yours, Jim?
January.
I don't get that. So it's like you're the champion.
In January.
Yeah, if you have a competition at your club, first meeting in January, bing bang bong, here's your winner. You're the winner then for the rest of the year, sort of thing. Yeah. And I think, what happens if somebody builds something that's absolutely cracking shit out in October?
Well, that carries on. What October?
Which October?
October of next year. Yeah, but don't forget your competitions are run yearly, aren't they? So whatever you've built through the year, that's what you judge on. Our club is just a model, you know. So it's you put it in at the end of the year, then or at the beginning of the year in January, then you put your model in because that's the 12-month period from January of 23 to January of 24. Just like yours is November.
Yeah.
Of 23 to November of 24.
Correct, Mundo. I get you, mate. So when we have competition day, we always invite, and I've got my glasses on, we always invite a guest judge over. So when we first started as the club in Hemsworth Library, we had the Lord Mayor of Wakefield. Then the year after, we went across to the community centre because we'd outgrown the library, and I've just written councillor there. Because I personally can't remember who it was. The year after, we came up to the Burntwood Community Centre because we like to flit, and we had the Mayoress of South Kirby. The year after, well, COVID, so no. In fact, no, I tell a lie. First year, Lord Mayor. Second year, COVID. Third year, a councillor. Fourth year, the Mayoress of South Kirby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6. COVID for 2 years. Then we had Gary Morton, our captain Gary from Coastal Kits. He came and did me a judging. That was brilliant. Yeah. Then we asked. You remember that one, Jim?
Yeah, I think Paul Patton got best for Fury, wasn't it?
Yes, he did. He did actually, mate. Yeah. Yes. Then we had Paul Patton step in because we asked somebody to come across that didn't come across. And then last night we had a gentleman called Paul Wong from IPMS Bolton. Now, at Bolton, IPMS Bolton from here, from the Sea Times Satin to Bolton, it's over an hour away. So Paul came across last Saturday through all the Saturday traffic, came across, landed at 10:30, did the judging. And what we normally do at the end of the session, like we did every other previous year, we all get together in the hall and say, right then, judge, have you decided? And he goes, yeah, I've had a good look round, I've marked, I've scored, da-da-da. And he stands at the front of the stage and he says, and these are your winners. Now, me and Bill went to a bit of an exclusive dinner at a hotel last November for another gentleman's club. And during that meal, Bill sort of looked at me and I'm not cold, but I'm just wrapping up. Bill looked at me and he went, we could do this. And do you know what, James? Until that absolute split second there, I'd never give it a second thought. So Sunday, you're tucking into your roast beef and your Yorkshire pudding, he looks around and there's about 40 people there, and he goes, we could do this. And it was like literally, ching. And I looked round and I thought, do you know what? He's right, we bloody could. So I says, make some inquiries, get prices, see what crack is for this time next year. Don't forget, this is November last year. I will do. So anyway, he does. And I said, what do you think? What's the crack? He says, well, I've booked it. Like, oh, right, we're doing it then. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. And that's it. So this year, it's been quite interesting in that we had competition last Saturday with Paul. Then we've had a week off, and not one of us knew who'd got any prizes. Nobody knew. Paul took away the answers with him, which made it better, because it's like in my head, as I've been doing this all through the year, planning it through, and I'm thinking, you know, it's like, I want it like the Oscars. So the guy stands up and he says, right, in this category we've got C, and your nominations are, and it comes up on a screen. You know, that's you go big or go home. Didn't quite work out like that, because we just haven't got the sort of resources to do that. But we have next year. But that's what we did. We booked the room. It came. We booked the room, 65 quid. And then I said, look, you know what? We'll have a silver service dinner. Silver service. I've got to be careful where I put my feet tonight, James. Silver service dinner where, cheers, where we're just sat and the lasses come round, the young lasses, they're like 16, 17, doing O levels, A levels at school. And the door to waitress on a night. And they come round, they take your order, and then while you're nattering, oh, yeah. And obviously the chefs are in the back there, and then they bring your dinner out. You don't move, and they bring your starter, your main, and your dessert. Then it's teas and coffees, bars open all the way through, fill your boots. And we wanted to do a raffle, we wanted to do some special mentions, and we wanted to do the presentation of all the trophies. So during all this that's going off in my head, and you know, we can do this, Bill's already said, no, we're doing it. And then as that sort of developed over the next 12 months, and I'm thinking we need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do other. And it has taken 12 months on and off, fleeting, in and out. Organising trophies, organising the menu, doing the seating plan, doing the table plan, organising the raffle prizes, the money side of it, the judges, the guest speakers, who we're going to do, what we're going to do, etc., etc. Because obviously I work Monday to Friday like every other fool on planet. So you know, and obviously running club, going fishing with George through summer. And I only get little bites of time. I've got to do this today. I've got to do that today. So it has literally taken me 12 months to organise. I haven't done it on my own, but I have done the absolute majority of it. So loads of people brought loads and loads of raffle prizes. So before we crack on, so I says to James, listen, I says, you know, we go live on a Saturday night, yeah, mate. I says, why don't we go live on the presentation? Where's my mouse gone? I says, why don't we go? Oh, it's there. Why don't we go? Why don't we do an outside broadcast on the night, and you can host it, James? And he's like, are you asking me or telling you? I'm telling you, of course I'm telling you. We're going to do an outside broadcast, mate. We're going to film the presentation, and you're going to host it. He's like, shit. Yeah, I'll do that. Bless him. Yeah, so I set it all up. Here we go. We've got some raffle prizes. So set it all up. I'm just going to make that bigger. And that's not even half of it. Let me just put me and you in corner, James, like that. So set it all up. Couple of tables, runners on, black tablecloths, and here we go. We've got some of the bases from Gary at Coastal Kits. You can see the C1 and the 3D hanger one. There is a swastika one there that I've blurred out. We've got some kits, some wine, some Jack, some Kraken, airbrushes from Bart Sharp, chocolates, a gift voucher from SGS Models, another one from SGS Models. Martin Radford's sort of like done some gift wrap prizes there. We've got some bacon butty, who's our butty shop. We've got some bacon butty thing. And do you know what? That's actually an old photo, because by the time everybody had come and donated, you could not see tablecloth, honestly. You couldn't see tablecloth. So 2 tables with raffle prizes on. I've roped Anjin, I've roped Markin. Right, you're gonna sell raffle tickets, you're gonna do what running about. I've got my lad there, George. When people get the prizes, shout the number out, you're gonna run the prizes out to them. And that stops people having to get up and go back and get up and go back. George, you're young, you're 13, you're fit as a butcher's dog. You can run all the presents out. Fantastic. So I says to James, we'll do the outside broadcast. Good evening, Rob. Hope you well. You can do the outside broadcast. He's like, right, yeah, like I said, are you asking me? I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, right, all right. That's why they call me Gaffer. So that's tongue in cheek. So the culmination of, 12 months, and we all start turning up. And even though, I suppose in some respects, James, if I were doing some filming last night and some not much photographing really, I were doing a lot of going to people. Everything all right, Ange? Yeah, we on top? Yeah, lovely. Paul, are we okay? Yeah. And literally directing, orchestrating, that's the word, orchestrating. People, you need to be over there, sit down, you need to move over there. Is everything okay over there? Are we all sorted? Da-di-da. And then we got sat for dinner and we did some awards. Now, I did film the awards parts, but I haven't put it on the YouTube yet. On the YouTube. I haven't put it on YouTube yet because it were against, it were like against the run of flow, the run of play a little bit. So not only do we have the judge that comes and judges us, we also have some very special mentions. So we special mentioned last night. We special mentioned Upton Camera Club because they came along. I went to Upton Camera Club about a month ago and I said, look, we're having this do. Do any of your guys fancy coming and and I'm literally like this. Any of y'all lot fancy coming and taking a couple of pictures? Maybe, don't put your sends out, lads. It's no, bro. It's, if you do, if you don't. And luckily they were like, yeah, defo, yeah, chuffing now. I'll have a bit of that. Actually, Mark, nice one. We're looking for a winter project because we go to Camera Club every week on a Wednesday night and we say, look at this butterfly. Look at this close-up shot of this leaf I've taken. So to do something like this would be absolutely amazing. So we had 2 guys from Upton Camera Club, James and Bob, with the big telephoto lenses and the bulbs and the flash cams and all that sort of shit. And they came with the printer and the laptops and the digital this and the digital that. We did a raffle. We had to raise 280 quid. I'll get back into that in a minute. And Paul Wong came across from Bolton. My boss was not even my boss. He's like the director of the company. We invited him. He came across, which were lovely. Not in a brown nosing kind of way, because I very rarely see him. It was just like the place I work. That company has supported our club and the charities that we've done over the last 7 years supported us, and every penny that we've ever raised for a charity, they've charity matched us. So it was like a payback kind of thing, just as a thank you for everything that you've done. Why don't you come and have dinner with us? So let me have a think now. So when we sat, we'd organised the raffle, and then, like I said, we wanted to do some special mentions. So every year we have a member of the year. Whether you do that at your club or not, I don't know. And the reason that we do it is because, obviously, from the chair I'm sat in, and with the admin team that I've got around me, I do say to them at the start of the year, keep an eye out if anybody's, over months, if anybody's going above and beyond and doing something extra special, a little bit chuffing hell, that one eye sort of thing, not that noise, then we'll keep an eye on it and they'll be nominated for Member of the Year. Bear with me. So the guys that had done that above and beyond this year were Gene and Rue, because lovely couple, they knew each other back in the day, and then they sort of went their separate ways, and then they got partners, and through life, they actually sort of came back together, and they've formed a lovely partnership. Well, they've got married. And absolutely, and the club through and through, they love it. They do love it. They feel very much welcome, very much at home. Andy this year is actually stepping up a little bit, and he's come on to admin for me, which is great, and he's been fantastic so far, I've got to say. Very, very involved, and I love that. But Jean, bless her, I'll make you a tray bake for club. I'll make you some brownies. Do you want to? Shall I buy some of this for club? Comes through thick and thin, rain or shine, always smiling, always coming, cracking on. And I've said it before on my videos, if there's certain people that you can cut in half and they just bleed club. I know that sounds fuck off, you prick, but it's right, they do. And Jean is one of them. So not only did Rue and Jean win Member of the Year, for the simple reason being they also bought all our trophies this year. And again, you might think, is that such a big deal? How much is a trophy? £3? No, they're bloody not. Let me tell you, they're not £3. They're 20 quid, because we don't buy shit. You buy shit, you buy twice. We buy gorgeous trophies. And when you've got 7 categories, bronze, silver and gold, that's 21 trophies, plus an overall winner trophy, that's 22 trophies. When you're spending upwards of 350, because we got discount, 350, 360 pound on trophies, then when one person's going, I'll pay for that, that person needs a little bit of recognition. So Rue and Jean this year, Members of the Year, thank you very much. On top of that, we did an announcement for Jean herself, again, like I've just said. What do you want, Mark? What's club need? What can I do? Please involve me. Let me get... Yeah, so we've made Jean an honorary member, James.
Yeah, well deserved.
Well deserved, mate. What does honorary member mean? I mean, it's the title, to be honest, more than anything else. However, the back kicker for Jean don't have to pay subs anymore. It's free for the rest of her life, which takes a little bit of financial burden off Andy, it don't, because he's minted. Yeah, but we do have the tongue-in-cheek clause that if you're not paying subs, you're buying 2 bonus balls. Bless her. And she came last night in a gorgeous green dress. Beautiful. There are some pictures coming much later on. So Jean got the honorary, can't even say it, honorary member award. During our competition, you've got to remember, this year we had 126 entries in the competition room, which is absolutely amazing. And not only does the judge go and judge, we all judge as well. We can all walk around and we all pick our favourite. And it's for a chap. It's for a chap that passed away, Neil Moxon. As what?
Zone 5 Aviation, Andy's here. He's just said hello. Good morning. Good
evening. Yeah, good morning. Good evening. Afternoon. What time is? Hey up, mucker. So we all go around and we all judge as well. And we put our, well, actually, that is cracking, but that's great. This and to the, and the person that won the Neil Moxon Award this year was Jean for her ambulance. So that's chuffed to bits as well for her, because you've got to remember, and I don't want to sound like a twat, but you've got to remember, Jean's up against, I want to say, me, Paul Patton, usually Craig Stinson, R. Graham from Cleethorpes, Andy White, Martin Radford. Jean's she's not been modelling long, James, and she's up against some decent modelers, mate.
Yeah.
So to come out with the members' votes, proper banging for her, proper cheered her up. Talking about trophies, then I'm just going to. There you go. Look, how's that?
Just waiting for it to come onto the big screen, mate. Yeah, perfect, mate. Perfect. There's some nice trophies there, and they were from Carol in Scribery, I believe.
Yes,
I've got it written down on a bit of paper.
All right. It's all right. I've got a cheat sheet. It's in my head. So, as a club, whether it's merch, posters, printed stuff, medals, trophies, anything, we like to use local. We don't outsource if we can. We like to stay as local as we can. And James is right. We use a company called Inscribery in Ackworth, near Pontefract. It's a one-woman band. She's got a shed. She's got a garage basically at the bottom of her garden, but hers is insulated, and she's turned it into a craft shop business where she does straw dolls, postcards, leather bookmarks, trophies, engraving, stamping, all that sort of shit. And we use Carol. Use is the wrong word. We partner with Carol at Inscribery, and we go down every year and say, get your catalogue out, Carol. I mean, I'm saying, get your catalogue out, Kaz. Like she's a young chickadee at sort of like 25. She's about 60. And we sit and we have a cup of tea, and she's got her eating on. And this year, me and Andy went down. Well, last year, me and Andy went down. And I said, come on, let's show me what you've got then. Show me what you've got. And I'm hoping that you can see there all our trophies. Now, I don't know if you can see. If you're watching this on your phone, you won't be able to see what I'm going to show you. If you're watching it on a monitor, on a laptop or a tablet, you might be able to zoom in. And if you're watching it on telly, I'll let yours catch up, James. But in the middle of the white crest, in the middle of the white crest, you should be able to see. I'm going to scroll down. You can see the phoenix there. That's our motif. That's on the table runner that we had done. You should be able to see the phoenix in the middle of each trophy.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yep, no problem at all there.
Lovely. So that's
what is that gold? Is that for the winners, the gold? Because it doesn't seem to be on. You've got the little motif in the center of the screen there.
Yeah, I'm going to blow your mind here. Do you know, you're looking at the left-hand side of the trophy, aren't we, with that motif
the
pattern?
Side, yeah.
I'm not going to show you up, but that's the reflection off the mirror. It's the carpet. Anyway, can you see the carpet there, look, James?
No, I can't. But if you sort of like, God, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
cheers,
that's the reflection. That's all right, mate. It's all right. That's the reflection, cocker. So covered bases so far, haven't we? So we had we're gearing up for a raffle. We've got guest judge coming. We've got my director coming. He's come. We've got the bar open. We've got the food coming. We've got people sat down looking absolutely dapper pucker mucker, absolutely gorgeous. 48 people that we had in the room. That's 48 covers for meals. I've waffled on to James about, please come and join. If I set a StreamYard live stream up, James, can you sort of like narrate it? Yeah, no, yeah, you're doing it. I didn't know how the sound were going to be. I didn't know if we'd got access to a microphone, a speaker, or anything. Luckily, we did have. But once I've watched that video back this afternoon, Sound wasn't great. The picture quality wasn't great. The only thing great about it was James filling time and sort of like, you know, having a little round of applause and looking and trying to ad hoc, because you've got to remember, you know, we're doing a live stream now, and that never shuts up. I've literally got to come up for air to let people get in.
I was going to say,
so for James to sit there on his own,
I was going to say, mate, it's
sit there on his own in his shed.
You're waiting for you to stop talking, or for people to stop talking, so you can interject on what you think it is. And I mean, like I said to you, I thought you won bronze and silver at one point, and I stated on there. I think listening to it afterwards, like you said, the sound quality was, but then, to be honest with you, Mark, it was only set up in the afternoon, and you don't know what your Wi-Fi is going to be like there. You don't know what the internet's going to be like, you know, and weather played a part in it last night because I was lagging. But yeah, I think it went okay, mate. I think it went okay for a first time. And it like I said to you, it's out of the garage where you normally are. I mean, I'm in the shed. Yeah. It's lovely in here. It was fucking freezing last night. It was absolutely Baltic out here. And I've been out here since 8:15. Like you said, oh, come on in about 8:15 and we'll get everything sorted and you can watch what's going on. And yeah, I was freezing my nuts off last night. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it all went well, mate. It did all go well. The sound quality was a little bit on the shit side, but yeah, it's just one of those things, mate. Just one of those things. And to be perfectly truthful with you, I'm not like yourself. You know, you can bullshit for hours, you know, and I'm not like that. So it takes me a little bit to wind myself up to get into it. But I mean, me and the wife sat last night and watched it, and she was going, "Well, you didn't say a lot, did you? You didn't say a lot." And I'm like, "Well, it's really hard because I'm waiting for people to stop talking so I can put a piece in." But
mate. Yeah. Well, listen. The club's last special mention of 2024 is to you, James, for stepping up to the plate and doing that.
No need for that, mate. Doing that. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Paul's joined us. You can see I've put that's actually the finished raffle. That's the finished raffle table.
And Dave Taylor's. Hang on, Mark. Dave Taylor's just put up on. He said, I enjoyed it. Jim was brilliant. Oh, considering he was hundreds of miles away, that is true. Well done, Jim. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Dave. Thank you, mate. Again, the poor sound quality and the poor recording quality. Listen, at the end of the day, you know, I've got my phone arm, which I normally have here, with my phone in it, up at the hotel, leant on a banister, thinking if this droops, because it's an old phone arm, if this droops, I'm going to film like an hour's worth of carpet on my old personal mobile phone, which I used to be into all singing, all dancing phones. But then when my kids came of age, what do you want for Christmas? Dad, can I have a phone? You know, I looked into, I'm due an upgrade. Lovely. And I'll ask, get kids that. You can keep your old one. There's no tuck with. And that's pretty much the routine that I've had to fall into. So every time somebody's due an upgrade in our house, the kids always get the phones. So we're using my old Samsung phone to do the live stream. The quality wasn't great, but like I said, James stepped in, did a cracking job. You can see the raffle prizes there. The targets, I will talk about targets and money because, again, if you're part of a club, and I know that this was big. Paul's disappeared. I know that this was big for us anyway. When we invited Paul across the camera club and my boss, and we said, this is the postcode, this is where you need to be on Friday night, 22nd of November, 7 p.m. When they got there, the common theme was looking round and going, Jesus Christ, this is absolutely stunning. We thought it were going to be like back end of a working men's club with some vol-au-vents and half a fucking pork pie. I'm like, no, mate, this has cost us an absolute fortune. However, it didn't, because we all paid for ourselves. It was £30 a head for the meal, which we'll talk about in a bit with Paul, because obviously Paul was on my table. But as far as the raffle prizes go, Upton Camera Club came and they took loads of photos, loads of candid shots, loads of posing shots, and, you know, again, involving your local community clubs and organisations. When I went in to see them and explained about what we were going to do, and I said, look, you know, you're sort of professionals. You're professional. How much will you charge? And normally, we charge upwards of like £1,000, £1,500 for something like this. And I said, oh, no, chuffing hell. Nah, forget it. And the two lads, James and Bob, were like, well, no, listen, Mark, whoa, calm down. We'll do it for note. Well, this sounds amazing. A local club putting an event on like this. We're not going to charge you a penny, mate. So again, if you're part of a club, if you're that way out and you're looking and thinking, I might not be able to do it on the scale that Sesco have done it, but it's certainly planting a seed. Your local camera club, you've got amateurs, semi-pros, pros, etc., etc. If you're thinking about going and putting an event on, go and tap on them and say, listen, we're doing an event. Is there anybody interested in the club that would like to come and take some candid shots? We said, how much do you want? They said, you know, we usually charge 1,500 quid, but because you're a local group, we're not going to charge you anything. But because Sesco aren't like that, we pay our way. We give them 100 quid. Bang. You're not doing it for free. Go and buy some camera equipment. Go and buy a new lens. Go and buy some filters or whatever it is that you want. So we paid them. We paid. We put a tab behind the bar for them to come and get free drinks all night. We paid some petrol money for Paul because, again, guest judge. We're not having a guest judge come in from Bolton, 60 mile on competition day, 60 mile back, and then a week later, 60 mile back to us for a presentation evening, 60 mile back. That cars don't run on fairy dust. Cars, they need petrol. So we give him some money for some petrol money. It turns out it's electric. I know. We put the tab behind the bar. Now, the servers that came, the young lasses, like I said, the young lasses, they're like 16, 17. You know, I'm not saying they'll get paid a pittance, but you know, they'll get paid an average kind of wage. So again, as a club, we put 10 quid in 7 envelopes because we got 6 young lasses running about like blow-ass flies. You probably saw them on the video. And a young lass behind the bar, and I'm saying, you know, she might have just been 17, 18. I think it's 18 you've got to be legally. Who's next? And you've got 10 airy-ass gorillas. Mine's a pint. I was here before you. No, well, yeah, no, just pour me a pint. And she's got to handle all that pressure. So we just put a tenner in a Christmas card envelope. So they all got that. So the actual event cost us 300 quid. As far as the raffle is concerned, we got older. Bart Sharp, Bacon Butty, SGS, I'm looking at the picture, Coastal Kits, Dave at Halifax Modelers World, the 2 lads at Barnsley, Andy and Jamie at Hobby Workshop, Model Workshop. Who else have we got there? Lads, if you've got any unused kits that you're never going to build, bring them in. Any kind of raffle prize. If you've got a bottle of wine, a bottle of spirits, you know, whatever, just bring it in as a raffle prize because we need to raise some money. So the target we needed to raise was £300, and we did very, very close to 7.
Well done.
In raffle ticket sales. Absolutely.
Yeah, well
and that's hats off to every single person that came and went, look at all these brilliant raffle prizes. How much are they? £2 a strip. Give me a strip. I bought 20 quid. Paul, you bought some. Everybody bought raffle tickets.
Did you win anything?
Yes, I did. Yes,
I did.
What did you win? Oh no, you did. Paul, you come running down. I think that was the SGS voucher.
It was, mate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I just tell the story because I've told everybody
Yeah.
I'm made up for it. So before the event was happening, I mentioned to Mark, I wanted to get into Sean at SGS to hopefully bring me some stuff and I'll buy it there and then at the presentation. Lo and behold, that didn't happen because they didn't have the stuff in that I wanted at the time. So eventually, comes to the presentation. Sean's there. Sean SGS is there. Sean, I tell you what, mate, I'm going to get stuff on me. I'll bring it with you and I'll buy it and stuff. Yada. But I'll be in here in the next week or two about, I'll get some stuff together, order it, and then you can post it, me, whatever. You know, start, yes, all right. And then, lo and behold, I goes ahead and wins a voucher for the place. So it's like, yes, get in. It couldn't have gone any more to plan, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'll see you. You were pleased, mate, because you were the only one that ran up to the table.
So Sean SGS
Brilliant.
again. You've got to remember, Sean's just a one-man band. He works from his home. His invoices are on his kitchen table. But again, as part of club, like I keep saying, we are 7 years old. We charge so much for subs. We do make a little bit of profit every year. We're not a non-profitable organisation. Whatever money comes in goes back to the club, whether it's merchandise, discounting days out, hiring coaches to go to bloody Duxford, whatever. All that money, it sort of like circles itself within the club. And we said to Sean, look, the lads at Barnsley, they've donated a brilliant prize, and the lads at Diamond Davies can we have a prize off you? And he says, I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Mark. I'll do you a 25% off discount voucher to use with me, up to the value of 100 quid. And we're like, yeah, bloody hell, that's brilliant. But because we're not skint, we as an admin group said, look, why don't we throw 50 quid at Sean? Here you go. And we'll put that up as a raffle prize as well. So if anybody, whoever wins that prize, if they come to you and say, how much is that? Oh, it's 75 quid. Well, you've already got £50 towards it. And the lucky winner only has to pay 25, and plus he'll discount anyway because that's the kind of guy he is for us. So, and he's like, yeah, brilliant. And like Paul says, he won it, which I was dead chuffed about. I've got to be, because at the end of the day, Paul's come all the way from the Wirral, and it's a long way to come for a couple of hours presentation evening, a bit of something to eat, have a few cheeky bevies, stop in hotel fortnight, but go home empty-handed. Now, Paul couldn't enter competition this year because he's been stuck at home. But I kind of thinking, I need Paul needs to win something. He's come a long way. So, like he said, to win that £50 SGS voucher, icing on the cherry on the top of the cake.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I've shown you the trophies. I've shown you the raffle prize. We started off with special mentions. Then we ordered dinner. Then we had dinner, which was absolutely gorgeous. Paul, wasn't it?
Spot on, mate. Spot on. In fact, I did have a problem with my Yorkshire pudding for some reason, but whatever. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. It is what it is.
George asked me up with Dougie.
Saying what?
Well, because I said to George, I don't know with my Yorkshire pudding. It tastes a little bit weird. George was feeling, not having that. Yorkshire, traditional and all that. Like I said, George is not nice to right. Dougie come past from the bar at one point and went, "Yeah, I believe you don't like our Yorkshire puddings."
Brilliant.
Well, you know, but anyway, yeah, yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic, nice evening.
Yeah,
Can't wait
the
for
dinner
next time.
it's coming. Dinner was spot on. So we started, like I said, 3-course silver service. A choice of 4 starters, 4 mains, and then half a dozen desserts. And the young lasses were coming round. What do you want for your starter? What do you want for your main? And you choose there and then they just start bringing your food out, and it was absolutely cock on. Starter, I think. Did you have pate, Paul?
I had the pate, mate, and it was absolutely fantastic.
My Mrs. Sally and what did George have?
George had the soup.
George had the soup. So George had the soup, Sally had the pate, and I had the little prawn. Well, it's a prawn cocktail, isn't it? But you know, a bit of lettuce, tomato, chopped up cucumber, that kind of thing. Some prawn and rosemary sauce. That were nice. It was just enough. Pate came with. What did pate come with?
Like a bit of salad and a piece of warm, hot ciabatta bread.
Nice.
Yeah, and like a caramel. I think like a caramelized onion chutney or something. There's some sort of chutney going with it. That was brilliant, mate.
That was nice. That
pate was dead nice and smooth. And then you put a bit of salad on, a bit of chutney. Get it in.
Stop it! I'm feeling hungry.
What did you have for your main then, Paul?
Well, I went with the roast beef, and as I say, everything was fantastic. There was something a bit off with my Yorkshire pudding. It tasted a little bit fishy for some reason.
Really? Well, mine was absolutely fine. And then for dessert, I think you had the lemon.
I had the lemon cheesecake. Yeah.
Lemon cheesecake. It was zingy. It was fresh.
Oh man, it was creamy. It was crumbly. Oh, it was just delicious.
Stop it.
my mouth's watering now thinking about it.
Well, listen. You know, earlier on when I said that Paul, guest judge Paul, and my boss Martin, and the camera club, all thinking, you know, it's back end of a working men's club, half a pork pie and a vol au vent. I'm just going to share a picture of the actual place where the presentation evening was, and if you can see that on your screen, James.
And two big double main windows there to the right of the entrance. That was the view we were in, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, nice.
Fantastic place, proper modern,
proper beautiful. So after dinner, we cracked on with the raffle. How did you feel that the raffle went?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it was fun. Oh, brilliant, super fun. Really fun. It's like playing bingo, and it's like playing the lottery kind of thing. Just really to look at kind of thing. And it's even better when you win something.
Yeah.
Heath did well, didn't he?
Heath got both hairbrushes.
He got both there.
That's right. Yeah.
But right, so do you know what? I kept having to say to Ange, mix the tickets up, Ange, mix the tickets up, because it was like so. Heath put his hand up, so. Heath put their hand up, and I'm like, chuffing hell, this is all going over there. Then it all went over there. Then it all came down here. Now, when I talked to Dale about it today on drive home, and I said there weren't a lot of same people winning prizes. I thought that the prizes went all over. But you've got to remember that people like Heath and Martin Radforth, they didn't buy one strip of raffle tickets, Paul. They bought 50, like 60 quid.
Yeah.
So when you get in a strip for £2, you know, when you buy 60, 70, 80 quids worth of raffle tickets, you've obviously got a lot more
So,
chance of winning.
Andy's just put on drew the short straw by the sounds of it, James. Yeah, I did, mate. After listening to that menu, yeah, it just makes you feel hungry, doesn't it?
Yeah, James did have a vol au vent and half a pork pie. So we did the raffle, and like I said, I got young George, I got Rue on the microphone. I said, "Here, you might as well take over. I'm having a chuffing rest. I've done everything else." And once that had come down, I pulled the two tables out of the way, and then we went on to the entire reason that we were there. A week ago, we had competition. We said, let's do a presentation evening, get suited and booted, look the part, feel the part, have a gorgeous tea, raise some money through a raffle, which we did in a beautiful place. Now we're down to the business end of why we're here. So I'm gonna cross this out. So originally, I have to say that we had 6 classes to enter, and those 6 classes were, I need to use my head here.
I thought it was 7.
The 6 classes were land. Originally, this is where it gets complicated. Originally, we had 6. We had land, sea, air, diorama, sci-fi and fantasy. That's 5. No, I've done nautical. What else did we have? Diorama. I'm just trying to find it now. It's on here somewhere. I will find it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got it. Right, here we go. So we had land, sea, air, fantasy and future, busts and figures, sci-fi and space, and diorama.
Dioramas. Yeah.
However, when I set the competition up 12 months ago, sci-fi and space and fantasy and future was one category. But about a month ago, when I started looking into, because I didn't need to pay attention for categories, I really didn't, up to about a month ago. And when I started looking, I thought, if somebody builds a USS Enterprise or a Battlestar Galactica or a Millennium Falcon, how can the judge compare that to an army full of orcs or some Warhammer figures? So I actually split the categories up. However, I'd already ordered the trophies 10 months earlier. So I only ordered 6 classes worth of trophies, and then I'd added a 7th class at the last minute, which means that actually on the night, we were a full class of trophies down, a bronze, a silver, and a gold. On competition day, let me scroll down here a little bit and see if I can find a couple of photos. I'm sure I can from competition day. It shouldn't be that far away. Bit of a me with ironing board. A caravan. We'll get to that later. Couple of voucher pictures. More about that. A bit of Paul's shackles. A bit of Craigie Stinson. A bit more Craigie. Somebody's stash. Pie and peas. We're getting close because pie and peas were there. Here we go. That's Clem. Finishing touches. Where are they all done? It shouldn't be far off now. That's Bridges. That's at Telford. Keep scrolling. Don't say. You know when you scroll so fast it stops. It has stopped. That's Bridgie back at Annance. And then I'm going to have to scroll all the way back up in another minute. I'm just trying to find a couple of pictures of some of the entries.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
showed
and I know for a fact that they're on here.
Yeah, well, yeah, you must be right. You had them last week, whatever it was, whenever we last spoke. Yeah, there.
I did, mate. I did. That's my Phantom. That's airbrushing, work in progress in Ferraris, cockpit detail. Why? I ain't gone past it, have I? That's October 20th.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I've gone miles past it.
Mate.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to share my screen just so that you can see, just so you can see what I'm seeing. What we got here? October 29th.
Have you got a separate folder or something?
Drop a little bit further.
No, I don't think so, mate.
No, I was thinking it might be, because I've not seen them on the group page.
Have you not?
No, I don't know. I'm pretty certain. You must be just on your phone, possibly. I don't know.
No, keep
I reckon so.
I'll keep going up. That's the 4th. I know that Clem had got the. That's the day before. I think the competition were on the.
Who was it who posted it? Was it Ange Little? Because you asked for photos, didn't you?
I did.
You asked,
you did, yeah.
You know, who was it who sent? Was it Ange Little that sent
I
you?
think it's
on one of your. It's on one of your.
You see,
questions.
there's there. Look, November the 16th. Good luck to everybody that sent a competition today. Oh, that was from you, James. So somewhere around here.
Go up a little bit further. Go up a little bit further, mate. I'm sure it's Ange Little that sent them to you.
That's Pie and Peas.
Go up.
Mark.
Right. Whoa. Down a bit.
Mark.
What was it that you asked there? Keep going down, mate.
There's only 3 comments on that. I think they were part of comments, weren't they?
Yeah, they were comments. Yeah, it was,
Here we go. Why has that done that?
That's it there.
32 comments.
Yeah.
Is it loading?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. So, yes, I have been through these because I can remember I had to bloody. They don't scroll across each.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I say, how can you compare that to something like a Saturn V rocket? Well, you can't. I'm literally just going to fly through these. I think the aviation table really started to. Well, it was that big that we had to have 2.
Yeah, you split the table into 2, didn't you?
Yeah, we had 2. So Paul came in and did the judging. Okay, dioramas, more dioramas. Dioramas is always a big one at our club competition. That is Gene's. I'm going to show you that. So that's the one that the members voted for as the best. And if you just look at that.
Yeah.
That's the one that the members voted for. Done a cracking job there.
Yeah.
And again, she's up against people
I
like
Paul. Myself as well, even though it's fixed. You got to have a medical stash or anything.
Right, so back to. Let me scroll back up now. I'll stop sharing screen. No, I won't. It's caught up. I think somebody's put a post on. That's your breakfast, Paul. I think somebody's put a post on there saying, "Can we have a list of all the winners?" And Lid.
Yeah.
I think that was.
Here we go. It's here. Right. So you can see. So we started with nautical. We started with nautical because actually, there were only 3 entries in the nautical. And the entries were me, Patton, and Raddy. I entered my mass torpedo boat. Paul entered his boneyard, ship boneyard. And Martin entered a 1 in really tiny little scale Yamato, I think. And you can see the list of winners there. So nautical, 3rd place, Martin Radford. 2nd place, Paul Patton, and 1st place I picked up. So I came first in nautical. Came first. Wow. And for that, I suppose you want to see one of these. Again, these are the trophies that we had made. It's called Black on Glass. And where's my camera? In fact, let me just change my screen. So pop me in the middle there like that. They're called Black on Glass, and you should be able to see the Phoenix emblem there in the center.
Yeah.
And you can see the glass mirrored part on this side. Obviously, it's picking up my monitor screen.
Yeah.
And then
look at the there, thank you, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there, where's my glasses? There's a little piece on, and it says winner 2024. Black glass. It's all glass. The bottom is glass. It's all absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. She's put her little inscribery sticker with the phone number on the bottom. And that is my gold winning trophy. For
You're going to get it re-engraved, Mark.
What, with what?
Or you'll have to get it. You'll have to get it engraved for the
no.
We're a nautical category 2020 with and obviously the subject.
Nah, mate, nah. Because I'll tell you for why. Same as what I said earlier. The trophies themselves, when you're looking through a catalogue and you're picking trophies and you go, I like them, I like them, I like them. And then me and Rue, side by side, which out of these 3 is it going to be? And we both decided, we went, let's go for this one, which is that particular one. And then you're saying to Carol in Trophy Shop, how much are these, Kaz? And she says, oh, right, so there's 3 sizes. Perfect. Bronze, silver, gold. And your bronze ones are £7.50 each. And they're sort of like, 12.5 centimetres tall. Your silver ones, they're 16 centimetres each, but they're £10 each. Right, okay. And your gold ones, them's your big ones. That's the one that I've got there. They're like 14.5 centimetres tall, but they're £14 a piece. And you go, right, okay. Can you put the Phoenix in the middle? I can. How much is them? Well, I have to get them all sorted. I have to do this, I have to laminate them, blah, blah, blah. So they're £2.50 a piece. Times 21 trophies. Fucking hell, right, okay. And that's another 42. Can you put a little thing on saying runner-up or 3rd place? I can. How much is them? Well, I usually charge £3.50 each. And times 21, that's 100 quid straight off bat. But I'll do you because you're local, I'll do you for £2 a piece. 21 trophies. Oh, Jesus Christ. And before you know it, a £9.99 trophy has got 20 quid's worth of aftermarket on it, Paul.
Yeah, I get that, Mark. But I meant more on a personal level, Mark. Would you not get it?
All right, okay.
For yourself, for your own reasons.
No, mate. No, I'm quite happy. With
I know I would. I'd certainly be looking at getting it done.
Yeah. So nautical, 3rd place, Martin Radford. 2nd place, Paul Patton. 1st place, myself. And I was chuffed to bits with that, to be honest. But that Italieri Mass boat that I did, it were a good project. It were a lovely kit. We all said, didn't we, at the time, we're all going to build boats. James started the ball rolling, and we all got sucked in. It failed, yeah. Then we moved on to the land class. 3rd place, again, myself, which I was absolutely shocked with. But again, when I looked at my entry, was the Meng missile book system. I'd put a lot of effort into that, especially with the camo pattern. I'm not saying that nobody else put loads of effort in. I'm just talking about what I did. Seamless missiles, all that sort of stuff. Weathered it nice, absolutely spot on. So I got a third for that. Ian Clem got a second. I think, can you remember on the pictures, there were a Meng slat armored digger, the D9R?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that was Clem's.
Yeah, one that you had built, isn't it? You had
Yeah,
built that
and
one
first
previously.
place, Martin Rad. Now, again, Martin Rad kept coming first in the land category. I can't remember what he put into land category because on competition day I was that busy.
I think it was all the little stuff, wasn't it? It was all the 1/72 stuff because that's
Yeah,
what
he mentioned to me it was a little 72nd scale, but I can't remember what it was. But it was only 72nd scale.
Cool.
I can't remember.
Well, I will fast forward a week. So I've had. I'm not going to sound like a twat, but I have had an admin meeting this afternoon with the lads, and I've said, for presentation evening next year, we were the first to go. Somebody's got to dip the toe in the water. What was right? What was not wrong? But what could we improve on? What would you change? What would you delete? What would you introduce? And one of the things that we have said is that for 2025 competition, because we're going to have the camera club involved again, what we're going to do is when contestants bring their pieces in, instead of saying which table does this go on, we're actually going to say no. So, but first, you need to have a card, and we're going to do a card that's. In fact, I did one earlier on. We're going to have a card that's that big, with a number on it, and we're going to have title, scale, manufacturer, da-di-da. And then, before you put your piece on your class table, we're going to send it over to the stage and get Upton Camera Club to photograph it with your entry ticket so that we can keep a better tab on the models.
Yeah.
So that's a learning. But congratulations to Martin Radford coming first in the land. So that's 2 classes ticked off. Aviation, Martin Radford came third. And again, I'd love to be able to say with this piece, but I can't. So we've learned from that. We've learned.
Yeah.
Second place, Mark Liddle. And I do believe that was Mark's Spitfire, which was absolutely stunning.
Andy's on. Sorry, Mark. Andy's off. He said, I'm off, lads, just after 10 a.m. Sunday, New Zealand time. Got stuff to do. Take care and congratulations on a successful awards night. Stay safe, gents. And you, Andy.
Cheers, Andy.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers. Take care, Cocker. Aviation, back to aviation. Second, Mark Little with that stunning Spitfire. And first, I mean, I'm sat there. You've got to remember this. Number one, I haven't entered competition for 4 years. Number two, the reason that I don't enter the competition is because I'm not selfish. I get my enjoyment from watching other people get up to get an award. But this year, I thought, do you know what? Bugger it, I'm going to have another go. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I really don't care. I like to get my enjoyment out of other people doing it. So to be shouted at aviation for the 1 in 32 Revel test flight, final flight Phantom. Well, chuffing hell, that's amazing. There were a lot of work went into the cockpit, into the weathering, into the paint choice, etc., etc. As you know, to get that orange right. So to come first, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Fantasy and Future, third place, Ange Liddle. And it's lovely to get Ange up on the rostrum. Second place, Paul Patton. And first place, Mark Lidd. And again, one of the learnings that we've done is we've said next year we're going to catalogue each class with photographs and pieces of paper so that we can actually, when we're doing this next year, I will be able to say this came third, this came second, kind of thing. Busts and figures, third, Andy White. Andy White is a prolific and constant medal winner at Sesco. I think in all the years that we've been having competition, James and Paul, Andy White is probably like the sort of Ryan Giggs, if you will. He's got 21 trophies and consistently wins year after year after year. Second place, Paul Patton, and first place, Andy White. So he's got a third and a first there in busts and figures, which is it's great. Sci-fi and space, third place, Angie Liddell. Second place, Andy White. Again, sci-fi, space, busts and figures. That's Andy's sort of forte, if you will. And first place, Paul Patton. Nice one. So Paul's actually come away with quite a little bit of silverware there. And then last one, third place, dioramas this. Third place, Norfolk. Second place, Ange Liddell. And you've got to be some kind of builder to beat this guy. Dioramas, first place, Paul Pat.
Paul Pat, yeah.
Yeah, mate. So, I know. So that's the part that James tried to narrate over last night. It was a success in that we did it. I'm not going to say it was a failure because, like I said, somebody has to go first. Somebody has to try it first. If I'd have had a digital camera, James, if we'd have had that microphone speaker closer to, if we'd have done this, if we'd have done that, if we'd have done other, it'd have been perfect. But we're learning.
Like I said, mate, it's a learning curve. So next year, you know where you have to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So out of all those classes, 7 classes, what the judge has to do then, he has to get all the gold winners. So let's have a look. So land, Martin, nautical, me, aviation, me, fantasy and future, Mark Lidd, bus and figures, Andy White, space and sci-fi, Paul Patton, and diorama, Paul Patton. And he has to look at all those 7 gold winners, and then he has to choose the best overall in class. I'm just gonna.
Who won it, mate?
Say,
well deserved, mate. Well deserved.
Thank you very much, son. Appreciate that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. So I actually end up coming away with a bronze for my book. I came away with 2 golds, 1 for aviation and 1 for the mass boat. And then I came away with the overall winner, which is a slightly different shape. If I hold those 2 up, that's your category class, and that's what that one's for the overall winner. It's slightly different shape, but it's black on glass again. It's a lovely.
I'd definitely get them engraved for yourself, Mark.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you there. Can you see overall winner?
Yeah.
2024. If I just hold it up like that, Paul.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Okay, and it's got the lovely embossed crest in it with the bird as well. Remember, we have the phoenix because the club rose from the ashes after the first 6 months. So I get to keep those forever. However, I also am the very, very temporary proud owner of that. Okay. And there's some names on here. 2019, Mark Wilson. 2020, COVID. And we did actually have COVID stamped on that because we wanted to have a paper trail we didn't just want to leave an empty badge. 2021, Mr. Stringer. 2022, Paul Patton. And last year, 2023, Craig Stinson with his fantastic diorama.
Yeah, because Craig was going to go for it this year, wasn't he? With his with another diorama, I think.
Yeah, but he bought a caravan instead. And then 2024, that's this year. I can take that back down to Carol at Inscribery, and I'll say, here's the name that belongs on this year, and it's mine. And you know what? It's kind of, I was saying last night to Dale, because Dale stopped at my Airbnb. I said to Dale, I feel almost a little bit cringy that I've won. And I did put a post up onto the Facebook group. I'll see if I can find it. I put a post on. I said, I feel a little bit cringy. And he went, absolutely not, mate. Look, at the end of the day, you weren't the judge. You weren't the judge. You didn't judge it. Here we go. I'm gonna show you this. Because people that obviously view on YouTube don't see what's on the group. Okay, so the post was, and I will read it out to you. So, on reflection, thank you to everyone who came along to the first presentation evening. It's easy to ride the euphoria wave, but already I'm analysing and thinking how we can build on last night. Not necessarily to criticise, but to ensure if we do it again, how to improve. Deep down, my aim was to look around the room and see happy people, walk round and ask if everything is okay. Try to ensure that the trust that you've put in club has paid off. I questioned the detail. Did the tables gel? Was the raffle okay? Were the timings right? Was the food okay? And did I special mention enough people? Was the lighting okay, etc., etc.? But last night I've been told to pause those thoughts and in reflection just enjoy what just happened, and so I will. And I loved it. I have to say it's a lovely place. The food was delicious and piping hot. The company was terrific. George, that's my 13-year-old lad. George really acted kind of grown up, bearing in mind that he could have turned out to be one of those sort of moody teenagers with up. And the staff were excellent. And you were all bloody brilliant. It was simply an awesome do. I just hope you all enjoyed it. Can't wait to see you all again at club to have a natter. Safe journey home, and I wish you all the best. Congratulations to the winners. To Jean for being credited with honorary member. To Rue picking up member of the year. Jean for picking up the Neil Moxon Memorial Trophy. All thoroughly deserved. Well done all. To James and Bob from Upton Camera Club, did a cracking job. And to Martin and Paul for delivering a great awards section. And cheers to James, who looked after the live vlog, and we'll catch up later, pal. So the next meeting is Saturday, 7th of December, not at Upton. Remember, that's the day we're going to Halifax Modellers World. And the following weekend, Saturday the 14th, will be the final club of 2024. Usual time, usual place. Any pictures of the night, feel free to pop them in here and I'll pop them in an album. And once all the professional pictures are done and edited, they will be available to buy from Upton Camera Club. And I do have one more special announcement, which unfortunately I can't talk about right now to make, but I'll save that on the 14th. Stay safe. Weather's closing in. Thank you very much. Let's just have a look at this here picture. That is obviously me in the centre, boys, with guest judge Paul Wong, my boss Martin Harris. I'm going to make that full screen. Bronze Land Class, the book. Gold Nautical Class for the Mass. And Golden Air Class, an overall winner for the Phantom. Okay. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you very much. So, Paul stopped over at the hotel last night. How was it, Paul?
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Proper enjoyed it, mate. Yeah.
So good to hear.
I would say, Margaret, such a fantastic evening. I really can't wait for next year.
Yeah, mate.
Do it all over again.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, that man. I've said it on the group page. They have fantastic organisation and stuff. And, brilliant, mate.
Well done. Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Well.
As what, Paul?
Who'd have thunk it?
I know, mate. Last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, I did change the club banner, and I changed it to that up at the top of your screen there, which is thank you. It's thank you for everything. It's thank you to Paul for coming from Bolton. Thank you to Martin from coming from York. Thank you for everybody that puts a bum on a seat week in, week out. Thank you to you guys for vlogging with me on a weekend. Thank you to Bacon Butty for bringing us sandwiches up. Thank you to SGS for bringing stuff to the club. Thank you for Gene Rowe for going above and beyond. For Dougie Tucker for the last 4 years on admin. Literally, thank you to everybody that entered competition, that comes week in, week out, that promotes club, that talks about club in such a enthusiastic way. Paul Wong as guest judge last night, he stood up and said a little piece, and he said the difference between the clubs, your club, is you're all like one massive family. And when I look at that, just because we live stream, because we like to have a catch up, I've said it before, me, James and Paul literally catch up 2, 3, 4 times a week, sometimes while stupid o'clock in the morning. And Paul, you always say, there is no club like Cesco. There is not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, mate. I've said it all the time. I was chatting to a couple of people last night at the do, like, they're just saying, like, yeah, there's clubs and that, but most clubs just get together and, like, they'll just chin wag for an hour or two, half an hour. But as Cesco, like, it's there, it's proper hands-on. People are doing stuff for, a good a good few hours, It's not just like a quick chat and get together. It's proper hands-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said before,
as far as I know, more of the club doing that sort of thing.
They haven't got a person like you, Mark, have they, running it?
Well, Paul Patton, me and Paul Pat were once talking, 6 months since, and we were talking about different clubs, and I'm going to blow my own trumpet here, and we were sort of analysing the difference and what we offer as a club compared to others, and sort of weighing things up. And I said, but what is the difference, Paul? And tongue-in-cheek, Paul just sort of said, I'll tell you the difference. He says, none of the other clubs have got a Mandrews at the helm. I'm like, right, okay, yeah. This is the end of the day, and it's right, James. Any business, any organisation, any club, somebody's got to steer that fucking ship. Somebody's got to drive it. Somebody's got to steer it in right direction and make decisions and hope that you're not selfish enough, which I'm not, that all the people who are not behind you, side you, around you, are going to say, that sounds cracking.
Loading the weapons and stoking the coal.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. You hope that the decisions that you make, that everybody's going to go, that's brilliant. I'm in. Because if you've got not a poor leader, but if you've got somebody who doesn't understand, who doesn't get the people, who doesn't share the passion and the drive, you're going nowhere. Yeah. You've got to have it. But on other side of that, the man that's driving it, he's got to have people around him that are on board.
Yeah.
Without one, you've got nothing. Without the team, that come and
Yeah.
pay subs and put bums on seats, my job is redundant. Without, you know, without that, my job's redundant. Without me, they haven't got a club. Simple as.
Right. Dave Taylor's popped up a quote. Well, he said that your passion for the club says it all, Mark. Which I think we all reiterate. Definitely.
I'm lucky.
And it's well, you are lucky because you've got a club that supports not only the club, it supports you as well.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, without me, the club would literally die. And that's, I know I'm being a big-headed twat, but you've got to have somebody there that's driving it hard. And without them, I'd be sat here just twiddling my fucking thumbs. Do you know what I mean?
And you know, another thing to mention, Mark, like when you've like lost venues and you've made it, you know, you haven't just like shot it, that's it, it's game over. You've actively gone out and like made sort of a new venue for you for the club, innit?
Got to happen, mate. Got to happen. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like staff and let it go by the wayside. It's like, oh, we need to, you know, we need to get this continuing.
Yeah.
We need to get another venue.
Yeah, man.
So let's talk the one that we are now, where the club is now. That's it for this, you know.
We're in a place called Upton. It's a little village just outside of Pontefract. It's 2 miles away from my house. Upton is part of the SESCO acronym, SESKU, South Emsall, South Kirby, Upton. That's why we're comfortable there. The village hall is one of them that's like from 1929. You know, it's got, is it parquet flooring? That, you know, it's got an old stage at one end of the main hall. The ceilings are 400 foot tall. It's got slat windows, so the lighting's shit, but they keep modernising it through the years. And when I spoke to the lady that runs it, Pat, and because I have to make contact with Pat sort of every October, November, because at the end of the day, Bums on Seats pays rent, and you know it's no secret. Some other clubs charge. I know that James's club charges a fee for the year. James.
Yeah. We're I think it's going up this year to £25, but I'm going to say for 24 meetings.
And how many members have you got that attend down there? Do you know?
We've got around 30, I believe. Might be more.
Is that how many turns up at club every time?
No, we normally get around about 15 to 20 every time, but it's just a sit down. And Dave Watson, who's our chairman, he sits down and he says to us, you know, what's going on through the month or through the year, the competitions that there, or the not the competitions, the what's the word I'm looking for?
Events.
The places that we're going, the events that we're going. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, mate.
And you put down, you know, where you're going to, and because we're part of IPMS, Telford's always one that our members go to. So they all enjoyed themselves this year. Apparently, it was really good. So I'm no longer an IPMS member, so I can't go unless I want to go up on my own.
Yeah. The difference there is when I said that we're not, we're a non-profit organisation, so we charge £4 a bum. We charge £4. If you come to the club, we want £4 off you to put your ass in that seat. And with the rent that we pay, which is only £8 an hour, which I know is cheap in this day and age for 4 hours a session between 9 and 1. So it don't take a genius. 8, 16, 2 16s is 32. So we're paying £64 a rent. But if I get 10 people in at £4 a go, that's 40 quid. And our average attendance is 22, 23. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at £90 a session coming in. We run bonus ball, James. 80% goes to winner, 20% comes to the club. So I've got 40 quid a month coming in through bonus ball sales. So straight away, I'm on the up. Not me, club. Yeah. We're on the up. So we pay our insurance. Yeah, we pay our insurance. We pay our rent. And over here, you can say, well, chuffing hell, I've just done maths on that. And bloody hell, they're making a bit of cash there. And at the end of the day, look, you know, if you're going to charge 25 quid for a year, come and go as you please. That's entirely up to you. If you've got a separate cash injection doing that's funding you along, that's absolutely fine. But if you want to be in a place where you're making a few quid so that you can treat your members to a day out at Duxford, no merch, hoodies, polos, t-shirts.
Yeah, we do an event once a year, which has been at the Guildhall in the centre of town, but because the council are doing the place up, we've had to look for a new venue for last year and this year, which I think is Marjohn's, which is just outside. It's on the outskirts of Plymouth.
Yeah.
And I believe that's our sort of income.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's only like £5 an adult. Or yeah, it is. It's £5 an adult. I think it's £2.50 for children. So
yeah,
I went back in July, and it's very busy there. Very busy. So that's our sort of like cash injection.
Yeah,
to
mate.
the club, and that's funded for the next year. You know, so we don't do too bad. Dave does a good job.
Good lad. Sound as a pound. I've just switched over. I made a video a couple of weeks since inviting all these commenting people down at the side to join. We've done my presentation evening. Paul, we're going to do it again next year. Same place, more or less same time. We've got some finalising bits to do, but basically it's on. Okay, so that's put to bed. Thank you to everybody that came, took part, etc., etc. Loved it, absolutely brilliant. Moving on, couple of weeks since we've only been going an hour and a half. Couple of weeks since I put a video up on my YouTube channel saying I put these two fellas on as well, saying if you come and join Sesco's sister page, which is called Sesco Models Live. Come and join it, get your pictures on, and then we can, as you're commenting there, like Andy, your Rob, your Dave Taylors, etc. If you could come and put some pictures onto Sesco Models Live, then we can see who you are, where you are,
what you look like,
and what sort of models that you like to do. So I'm literally going to start at the top, okay? And I'm just going to scroll through them, lads. So one of the chaps that took the opportunity to join is Adrian Price, and we've had Adrian on the vlog in the past. The picture quality, it's not my glasses, is it? No, picture quality is not fantastic, but it's a little bug.
Yeah, a little bomb bug.
Little bomb bug.
I believe that's the Airfix reissue, and I think there was a few people that were sick that they reissued it because they were on eBay for like 300 quid.
Yeah.
Mark,
yeah. Yo.
What's that sister group called? Because I joined it and I can't find it again.
Sesco Models Live.
Yeah.
Sesco Models Live, Paul. Yeah.
I'll show you the picture there. Look, there. Look. Sesco Models Live. Can you see it?
No, it's not here. You know, I've joined it because I've seen it.
Have you joined it?
I joined it, and
yes,
when I found it,
Paul, if you go into Facebook
group now, I'm in the groups now. I've got Sesco Models Live,
That's
And
it.
it's not there.
That's it.
It's not at the top. Scale
I'll
model
catch up with you
5.
after the stream.
You might have to scroll down, mate.
I'll catch up with you
Well,
after the stream.
it's-
AD again. Hi all. I hope everybody is safe and well. I've been off the bench for about
Yeah,
8 months due to
yeah.
ill health. But I'm back on the mend again now. Well, as mended as I can be anyway. I've been back at the bench for a few good weeks. I was desperate to find something to take my mind off the negative crap that's happened this year. This hobby is a wonderful way of doing just that. And I'm back with a vengeance. My first project to finish off was the Tamiya 1 in 32 F14. So it's a Tamiya 1 in 32, bloody hell, F14 Top Gun project that I started last year. It's an old kit that took a fair bit of fettling to get it looking half decent. It's not 100% Top Gun accurate, as I couldn't get the correct tail size tail decals. A bit too big, and I added a bit more ordnance. As the Filma F14 hasn't got much. Paint job was the biggest challenge, purely due to the size of the beast, but it came out okay in the end. MRP paints used, Chiching, throughout, and I also ordered a Red Fox cockpit set and a Res Kit undercarriage set. Both quite expensive, but utterly outstanding, and made a huge difference, especially at this scale. I've done a couple of other projects, but we'll post them separately. So let's see. We can see here that Aid has started on with the different colours, which I absolutely love. That shows, it does, obviously it doesn't show through. So when you're looking at the blues here, it doesn't show through as blue here, but it does add a different tone
different colour.
to the panels, which is cool. I love that. Lots of lovely deep panel lines, and I can see he's done some masking there. Cockpit looks absolutely great. From this side, some lovely remove before flight tags. Canopy looks cool. You can see he's on a very busy bench. Very busy bench there, James.
Very. It's quite tidy, actually.
Yeah, it is for Aid. Bang handles and pilots, seats, and a little bit of weathering. Maverick and Bruce.
Yeah, he's even got the lids right.
Yeah, absolutely. He has got the lids right. So look at the helmets, got the lids right. Undercarriage res kit set, like he said, flattened tyres, it's cool. Nice one. We've got some ordnance on there, lovely weathering underneath. Do like that, looking good, that Aid. Tidy that cocker. 1 in 32, that's right up Paul's scale. 1 in 32 kits.
Bridgie, Bridgie built that one. Oh, he built the Tomcat, didn't he, in your group?
Yes, it did, mate. It did. So that was Aid. Okay, 80 price. Coming down, Andrew Taylor, who's already mentioned, he's talked already, goes under the YouTube name of Zone 5 Aviation.
This is the B24.
It is.
The other B24.
Paul, you're pinging me while you're on the chuffing screen.
And I found it. I'm just sending you post what I thought I posted the other day. That's all. I don't know what I'm doing, Mark, to be honest.
I know. No drama. So Andy from New Zealand. Hi, folks. Andy NZ from way down under. Here's a few photos of my current build. The Hobby Boss 1 in 32 B24J for a commission build. She's fully plumbed with lights to go into a diorama. Hopefully before funny season. I'm guessing that's Christmas. There's no getting around the fact she's huge and quite difficult to photograph without photographing half of the southern hemisphere. Apologies for that. Enjoy the pics. In one of the photos, there's an ICM Tiger Moth for scale comparison. So 1 in
You can see
32
that.
B24J.
Yeah. Mark, that is massive, man.
Jamesy,
Absolutely
look
massive.
at me, Jamesy.
ADP's just put up. Cheers for the comments, chaps. Much appreciated. You're welcome, AD.
That's all right, mate. That's why I'll change that. That's why I set up Cesco Models Live. So guys like yourself, because we do actually keep the Facebook club page closed for people who come and put a bum on a seat. But we do have people that like to watch, that like to get involved. And I just thought, I can't. We all decided as a club, you know, if they don't come back, they're not getting on bloody page. And I thought, I know, but I do want people that watch the vlogs, that watch the videos. I want them to be able to post on and share the stuff. So the obvious thing to do was to set up the second page. Where's this tiger moth he's on about then? He's only got 3 pictures on there.
Go, there it is there. Like, he's owned it up.
Where?
No, go back to the first picture you put up.
That one?
That one. Yeah, he's got it holding up there, right in front of you, mate. He's holding it.
Oh, chuffing hell, yeah, there.
Yeah,
he's holding it up.
That's the tiger moth.
Yeah. Yeah, bloody hell. Right, do you know what? It's that well camouflaged, I couldn't chuffing see it.
I thought that was a paint scheme.
I thought it was paint scheme.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah, right. Let me zoom back out now.
Yeah, that Liberation shouting, James, buy one. Buy one. You know you have to buy one.
Yeah.
I was looking at one the weekend. I was hoping they were going to be in the Black Friday sales, but no one's got them in the Black Friday sales. So,
John Stone. John were another one. He came onto the vlog last week. He said, "How come I can't get on the Cesco page?" I'm hoping I've answered your question. We do. It's almost. You've got to remember, we're a private organisation. We're not IPMS. We're very close knit. We don't sort of like. I'm going to sound like, is it what's a League of Gentlemen? We don't like them outsiders coming in on our page.
This is a local group for local people.
Terrible Bristol accent, right?
Local people. So that's why this one's been set up. But feel free to join this one. This was John Stone. John's usually an armor builder.
Yeah, he said he was going over to Warhammer, didn't he? He had the tank. I think he put the tank up a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, I can't even tell you what that is. All I can say is funky
it looks
colours.
Like a Nautilus.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda. Yeah. There's a figure. Is that a figure up at the top? Let me zoom in there.
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah.
Is that a figure?
Yeah, looks like it.
There's Warhammer, isn't it? There's Warhammer, that's the Warhammer logo there.
Yeah, there's another one underneath Mark as well, mate. Yeah. He's got the helm at the bottom there, right in the middle. Yeah, that's his other one. Yeah, that's the other tank. But he said he was going to buy that one, didn't he?
Yeah. So yes, he did. We can see a skull there for scale. Lots of weathering sort of liquids and powders applied, and some rain streaking going off. Different purples and mauves. Bit of chain work. Nice. Yeah, solid that, John.
Yeah,
tidy that, mate.
Brilliant.
Nice chain work. Yeah, big cannon, big gun. That's what you want in a tank. Back end, oil drums, nicely weathered, rusted. Chains again. I do want to go back to Paul's. Remind me, Paul, to go back to your chains.
I've literally just now, Mark, of my work in progress.
Yeah, your tie downs for the work in progress on the.
If you don't, I will forget. Now, I do need to mention John. So John, I've popped him up there. Look, 3 friends, including Sam and myself. So a couple of years since we went to Telford. I've told this story many, many times. And we sat round the table. And who was I sat opposite? I can't remember now. I can't remember. I was sat opposite somebody and they're kicking my leg under the table and they're going like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you on fucking drugs? Stop kicking me under the table, you twat. He's like, no, there's a bloke, there's a woman behind you. She's like, she's looking, proper looking. Shut up, you knob. Turns out, when I turned around, she went, yeah. I went, hey, all right. Me and my husband were big fans, and I'm shut up. She went, we watch all your videos, and I can't believe it's you. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. So she rang her husband up, John. That's Sam that's talking. She rang her husband up, John. It is him. Where are you? I'm out buying shit. The round didn't show. She went, forget that. Get your ass back here. So we came back to the cafe and we had an handshake and a photo and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? Sam and John, I even put their picture as I think it was the header of the Bolton show last year because they're such lovely people. Well, John entered a competition a couple of weeks since with this diorama at Telford and got, I do believe, a gold.
Really, it's very nice.
Got a gold for his tractor diorama, which goes to show it doesn't have to be a Spitfire or a Phantom. I mean, look at that. Look at weathering on that. Let me blow that up. Chain work. I'll tell you what, I will say this. It's a cracking piece, but Pup Hatton would have had a pigeon sat up here. He would have had some leaves, some of them little leaves down here in bed, wouldn't he? And he would have probably he'd have had a dog pissing up against that wheel. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. That's my book. Let's go back into
John.
John Green.
John.
Loving
that's
all this sort of like.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's the elephant. It's either the elephant or the Ferdinand, but yeah, that's the amusing hobby. The amusing hobby kit. That's lovely kit. That is.
Is that all decal work or?
I'm not. It could well be, but I think there's a decal pack for it. But whether it's the amusing hobby decals, I'm not honestly sure, mate. John will probably tell you that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. The colours in that is superb.
Yeah, it is. Lovely wheels.
Yeah, it's a Porsche running gear. Separate track links as well, I think, Mark.
I'll tell you what. That has got to be, well, it's a stunning piece. That's got to be a decal, that, hasn't it? John might be an absolutely outstanding builder.
Yeah, it's a decal pack.
It's a decal pack.
Yeah.
Take note away from you, John. Absolutely banging, mate. Cracking that cot.
Yeah.
Cracking is that, mate. Love it.
Yeah, I'm all over that one. That's really nice. I've actually got that kit upstairs.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, it comes with a full interior, Mark. It's. I think John said he's done the actual fighting compartment, but nothing else. So he might have done down into the hatch, but yeah, he's done nothing else because you don't see much. Because behind there, the top is glass or it's a clear perspex, and you can see all the engine detail in there as well. You know. Oh, that's.
I've got some gold here called James Douglas Groves here putting some stuff on.
I don't know who he is. Oh, that's my little dip. I'll dip my toe into 72nd. That's thanks to Dave Taylor.
Let's have a look. Thanks to Dave Taylor.
Yeah, Dave Taylor. It was one of the comments he put up about he's building 72nd stuff. And
Yeah.
I think have I got that one yet? I have. I've got that one here. Hang on a sec. There you go, Mark. That's, if I can just, that's that one.
Tiny.
Tiny. Yeah. Very
Mark,
tiny,
yeah,
mate.
truck tremors there.
Sorry, just turning
Tiny,
around a
tiny
bit.
little thing. And that obviously is that. So let's just have a look.
1/72 scale.
Jesus.
No, forklift truck. No, forklift truck.
Yeah, fork truck syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And then we've got a little
Lovely
tank.
little cat. Thank you, thank you, Dave. That's
yeah, Dave Taylor,
that's it,
small,
one.
well done, Jim. Little tanks. Do you know
That's
what?
that
I'm
one.
so glad. I'm so glad that I set this second page up now for the guys. The guys who are watching ADP, Dave Taylor, Sesco Models Live.
Yeah, it is, AD. It's full.
Keep these coming.
Keep them coming because, like I said, the club page is very. We don't want your stuff on here, but Sesco Models Live is for anybody. It's for absolutely anybody. That was, I am going to show you that because that's actually the original Airfix Mark VB 1 in 24 that I managed to pull round to make look something like, and it was a commission build for my boss, not Martin, he's the director. It was a commission build for the actual manager of the shed, the operations manager. And it turned out all right. That I'm just trying to find the one. Is that it? No. And there's one shot. Look at that. That's stunning, that, mate.
Yeah, considering it's a horrible bloody kit.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely shocking. Yeah. But the one picture that really, I'm going to blow that one up. If you look at the gun parts, that have got the sort of streak and the black around them, because it's got the cannon on, but the machine gun parts, I think I put a drill bit in and just sort of like went, you know, just to sort of knacker them all up a little bit. The shell ejection holes there underneath, looking good. That's a terrible kit. It's a terrible kit.
Mark, Dave Taylor's just posted. He said he's just posted up my attempt at the Rebel B17G on Sesco Live. Not a good
I'll have a look
photo,
at it.
though.
Yeah,
and ADP is put up. Did a great job with the old kit, mate. It's a shocker of a kit. Yeah, it is.
There you go. That's the picture I was looking for.
Yeah.
That's the picture I was looking for. Obviously, when the kit comes, you know, the perfect sort of round circles them, and I just wanted to sort of like knacker them up a little bit without going too overboard. Microsol and Microset doing the work there on all that rivet detail. Superb. I do love that product. Trying to get a bit of a shot now. Then I mean, they're only that big, the exhaust. But what I wanted to do with that particular piece there was mat those two off and put a tiny little bit of gloss onto this front one to replicate metal. Do you think I've managed to do that?
Yeah, you've done a good job, mate. Yeah.
All right, ain't it? Old looking propellers with a little bit of wear and tear there. Look, that's rubbing a cotton bud with some enamel thinner and literally just going like that of an edge prop. Again, a little bit of wear and tear. Solon set again doing the job there on the lettering. Looks absolutely cracking. Yeah, happy with that. I gave that to my boss as a bit of a piece. John again. John from Scotland. Let's have a look at this truck. We're going back now. We're going back to June, but I've not been able to show any of these before. Bit of a truck. Look at that. That's nice and clean, isn't it? Look at shine on that back bumper.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Nice engine work.
Very
Nice
popular
one,
thing to do in America in real life. That they have hot rod.
Yeah, rat 'em up.
That's a rat one, like.
Right. Yeah, I think Mark Brewer did one, didn't he, with Ed China? Brewer and China did one. John flicking a couple of pictures up. Back to John's work again. And again, get your pictures on, lads. I will scroll back up to the top, Dave, to have a look at yours, mate. Rust effects on that.
Yeah, it's nice.
You guys are more armour guys than me. You know if that looks nice.
Yeah,
so I know it looks nice.
Yeah, it does. It looks really nice.
Mate.
Spot on.
Yeah. I think that was a little bit of sponge chipping he's done on there.
I'll tell you what, look at Russ work there.
Yeah.
That's
Look
good.
at that.
That is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, something that I can't get right.
How's that for detail?
That's cool, isn't it? Look at them guns, man.
Yeah. The rifles. I think he actually took a photograph of the paper and then shrunk it down to the scale and then printed it. Same with the map.
Yeah, man. Just having a look at my phone. There's a young chap at the moment that's actually asked to join Sesco Models Live. Jeff Angus. Jeff, if you're watching, I will accept that request.
Dave Taylor's just put up again. One day I will be able to model like these guys. Just brilliant. Practice, Dave.
Good work.
That's all it is, mate. It's practice. The more you do, the more you'll learn.
These are some of the pictures from Sesco Model Club, from our club. Just showing obviously the miniatures and the detail in the paintwork. Let me just zoom in on that so that you can see that. How's that? I mean, I know it's not your thing, Radders, but the shading there on the different reds.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the art. Very much so.
Mate.
I appreciate the attention to detail and the effort and the work that goes into it, most definitely.
Yeah, I know that's Martin Rads because he put that into competition this year. And that's Radders as well.
Panzer III and the Sherman. Yeah.
That's not a Panzer III. That's not a Panzer III. Look at that. I'll tell you what. Look at that. Hello. How's that?
Rabbit.
Yeah. That rabbit's going to be Rogering later on. Enough of that. Bridges A10. Nice one. Photographs taken by me, I do believe.
Yeah, that's nice.
He does do some nice work, does our mate? Lovely. Yeah, so let me scroll back up to the top now. I'm going to go back up to the top.
Might have to refresh, man.
And you should just be able to follow me. Let me do a refresh, which is that button there, and your screen should go blank while it refreshes. There it is. So it hasn't come on. Oh, it has. It's there. Look, Dave. Let's
There it
get
is,
that
sir.
big, mate. Let's get that big up for you, Cocker. There you go, love. How's that? How's that? Let's just do a bit of zooming in.
What's
How's
wrong with that, Dave?
Look at that.
Lovely, mate.
Lovely.
What's wrong with
Not
that?
wrong with
Nothing.
that, Cocker. Sound is that, Cock? You love it. Lovely that, dude.
That is.
Lovely that. Stars and bars are all in the right way. Yellow tip props, great decal work, lovely paint work. Love that tail. The reds are stunning. Yeah,
Is
not
that the
wrong
one
with that,
that got hit?
Cocker.
Very nice.
Love the
Yeah.
black.
You're welcome, Dave.
Lovely that, mate. Yeah, well done, Cocker. Very nice. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Has my photo come up, man?
What, yours?
Yeah, I posted up before.
What, on this page?
On Sescu Live, yeah. As far as I know.
Paul Rand was tagged in the post presentation evening. I think that was no. I think have you put it onto our page or this page?
The
I'm
other
pretty
page.
sure it's on Sescu Models Live.
No,
it,
you
it
haven't.
comes
You put it
up,
on
it
another
doesn't
one.
come up like that on mine. And I can only find it on the main Facebook page. I can't find it in the group page.
Right, let me refresh it again, mate. No, it's come on, Cocker. 2 friends posted on your timeline. I've clicked a button there. Let's see what happens. No, just Dave's and Aidy's. So, just bear with me a second. So, I'm just going to go back to my Facebook. That's
I have done it on the group
that's
page.
my personal page.
Yeah, you don't want that one, mate. Or do you?
Don't want that one, do I?
No. No.
Let's go to. I don't know how to get onto groups from here. I don't know how to get onto groups.
Mate, you'd probably have to go back into your Sescu.
There. Yeah, going back on it now. Going back on it. No, Tom, mate.
You see, it doesn't look like a normal group post on mine for some reason.
We'll have a look after chat.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Chat. No drama. So, what were we going? 2 hours and 2 minutes. Right.
Hey,
so
before you hold on, Mark. If you scroll down a little bit, mate, go back onto your Facebook page, the Sescu page.
Onto Sescu.
Yeah, and then scroll down. Paul's tie downs are on there.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I can do better than that. I think I can search. Paul Rad. There he is, our Paulio, look. Motorbiker. No, that's Paul's personal page. We don't want to be showing that. Let me. Oh, there's the thing there. Look, searching the group. What have I searched for already? Myself, presentation evening, Andy Norfolk competition. Let's put P in there for Paul Rad, and nothing comes up. Here we go, Paul Rad. So, bit of brekkie from Paul. Here we go. I'm going to make that big for the people that are watching, and I'm going to zoom in, Paul, so that you can explain what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's basically like a Hobby Boss's 35th scale tank transport of a Oshkosh M1070 tractor unit and M1000 trailer. That's the trailer with Academy's A1 Abrams on the back of it. And the chains are from Accurate Armour, like chain down for actually tying them down onto a vehicle. very fiddly, very satisfying. They're actually all done, and I have actually posted more pictures of work in progress, Mark, to the Sescu Live page. So I don't understand what's not happening. You see, I can't.
Yeah, ADP's just put up great chain work. Yeah, it is, Aid. It's brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Well,
I think there's a follow-on picture.
There is the follow-on pictures of it, like properly chained down.
Yeah. I was going to say there is another picture there that Mark will kick onto in a mo, but that it actually shows it because you've actually attached it to the tank as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's all proper chained down. There's even a few pictures of the cab now as well, Jane, and a bit of a description.
Good night, Dave. Great B17, mate. Absolutely brilliant. It's good to have you on again, man.
I'm in.
He's gone to piss in the cupboard, isn't he?
No, I thought I heard somebody trying bloody door. Paul, sorry, mate. Sorry, love. I thought somebody. My patio light came on. I thought somebody was knocking about outside.
You see, all I've got, I haven't got like a group page to join. I've got messages.
Hang on.
Friend request or whatever. It's just...
Hang on. Go on, your big screen.
Well, I've got like...
Yeah, that's the page, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, what I've done before was I pressed message. So, yeah, that's what I just sent to messages.
Ah, right. Hang on. Yeah, I'll go back and check my messages. Yeah, you've posted to Facebook Sesco Models Live Messenger instead of on the actual page.
I can't find the actual page, Mark. I mean, so I'm on Facebook now.
We'll have a look in a minute.
Groups. Search groups by name. Let's see if I can find it.
So on the messengers there, that's on my personal page. I'm going to switch back to Sesco Models Live. And again, while that's filtering on, I am going to say, keep posting on. And on Messenger there, you can see I'm tapping into Messenger. Paul sent me 7 photos, and here they are. They'll all be popping on here now, look, mate. There you go, look. There you go. Okay. So you've posted them onto the Facebook Sesco Models Live Messenger page.
Well, I can't find the group page.
Is what you've done, Flower.
I've just done a group search, Mark, and it's saying no groups to be found.
Right, bear with me. Let's have a look.
Facebook group, Sesco Models Live.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, mate.
Let me have a look. I'm not sure, Cocker. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to confirm Jeff. And I'm going to... So that's the actual page, isn't it? If I click on that little bird there, that'll take us back. Friends, let me see if you're on the actual page. Invite friends, let's put that on there. Switch to Mark. I don't want to do switch to me. It's I don't want to switch. Do I? I don't want to switch. Let me do it on my phone while you. Let me do it on my phone. So on the actual page itself, do you know what? It can be quite sort of confusing. Share profile. Paul Radcliffe, send. So I've just sent you the link, Paul. It'll obviously take a second.
Right, okay.
Right, so that's pinged you.
Maybe 2 hours or so. ADP's going to get his head down. Up at the Sparrows Fort tomorrow.
It's come up the same page, man.
Cheers, chaps. Catch up soon.
Cheers, Adi.
Hey,
Thanks a lot,
lady.
mate.
Cheers,
Glad that you're a
Adi.
lot better as well,
Right.
mate. Keep them coming. What? So can you not join?
Now it's on. Now it's on. It just says friends message. Click on the three dots. It's audio call, video call, see friendship. Hang on. That's it. You and Sescu Models Live have no posts in common. No friends since November. Share profile. Yes, it.
I'm not sure.
I'm really confused myself. I mean, there's a copy link there. Let me just try that. Right, so copy link.
I'm just going to scroll down and see if you're actually already on it. Because if you're already on it, that's why you'll not be able to re-find it. Yeah, you're on it, mate. That's why you should be able to post on the group there. You are on the Facebook Sesco Models Live page. You are already a member of that page.
Yeah, but that's...
Cheers, Adi. Have a good one. Yeah, you're already on it, dude. You're already on it.
Right, I found it there now. It puts...
If I go back to that, come out of that. That's all the friends. I want to go to the home page on that and go back up to that. Hopefully that's going to show. It is, yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. What I'm trying to do, Paul Radcliffe poked you. Yeah, got the poke there, mate.
I don't know what that... I mean... I don't know what the fuck that is, like. It's post.
Yeah, I wonder if I can edit that cover. I wonder if I can upload that photo. Where the bloody hell's that? Is it there? Is it that one?
Yeah, let me just try this, Mark. See, because
Go on.
It's got message. It's got message, and then underneath, it's like on some most of the groups. It's like post something to the group. This here says write something to the group. Let me just try that way then. Right, okay. Now it comes up with similar like you want to post. No, that's the wrong one. I'll have to get that started. Page back. Right.
Cool. Right, so Dave Taylor. Dave, if you're still watching, mate, I'm just going to switch that. And if you have a look now, mate, your build there is now made the banner of Sesco Models Live. Okay. Done that. As we are live on air, I have changed that banner to your build there, Cocker. All right, mate. Cool. Tidy that, chap. Tidy. Can you see that, James?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, magic. Yeah, I've changed that for you, Dave. That's
it is brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? Don't. In fact, he's put on there. Look, sorry guys, got to get up early for work. Catch you tomorrow. See you next time. There it is. Look, and that were at 10:05, and it is now 10:15.
Almost 10:15. Yeah.
Maybe he'll see that next time that he logs on because he's not commented. But I've changed that. I wished I'd have done it while he was still with us. But yeah, well deserved, mate. Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved.
Okay, and I'm going to switch back to my profile and I'm going to make us
Yeah.
big again. So,
Just have a look.
go on.
If you can be bothered, Mark, just have a quick look there, see if it's worked now. I think that's
On Tesco Models Live?
On the live one, Mark, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I'm going to have a look, mate. I'm going to switch my profile for you. So what, have you put a post on, mate?
I haven't put a post and 4 pictures.
Right. That's refreshing as we speak. Oh, Radcliffe. There we go. You're on, mate.
Mm.
There you go, yeah.
Look, there, like that.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so Paul says, so well then, about to test fit a chain down for the 1 in 35 Academy M1 ARAMS tank, built about 5 years ago, onto the Hobby Boss 135 M1000 trailer with M1070 tractor unit, shelf going 3 or 4 times over the last 5 years. I personally know about that. This is going to be fiddly. If it happens in a couple of attempts, it will be getting glued up. P.S. This is a whip. So let's make that full screen. So go on, Paul, talk us through it, dude.
That's the cab. Pretty standard apartment. I've built all the scratch built the seat belts and buckles. Photo etched aircraft buckles with 32nd scale.
Yeah.
Just generally weathered.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a nice kit. Again, it's just a cab like. You see all the oxygen lines and stuff, and the back window's actually in now as well.
Okay.
So
moving on.
Side windows are in on Lisby chains.
Can I zoom in on them? Let's have a look.
Yeah, man. So they were fiddly, super fiddly. But I've got a bit of touching up paint wise to do. Bit of bit of rust and stuff to put on them. But I'm happy with the way they came out. They're all solid. They're all nice and tight. They do look like it's being chained down. Like it's the rear end.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy with that. Like I'm happy with the way they came out.
Luca Racing, Mark. Lord Luca Racing and Gaming. Didn't realise you were doing a stream tonight.
Who's put that?
Lord Luca Racing and Gaming.
Yeah, well, sometimes some of our streams are a little bit off the cuff, to be absolutely honest.
Oh, that looks fantastic, mate.
That does look good.
I'm happy with it. Like as I say, bit of touching up to do on the chains because the metal chains I ended up not varnishing them. I've just painted them so the paint's rubbed off. But that's it. That's the trailer done now. Apart from when it comes to connecting it to the tractor unit, there's a couple of holes got to be fitted when it gets hooked up to the tractor unit. I mean,
it's brilliant, mate. Brilliant. I like the little airlines running down in underneath.
There's the tractor unit in work in progress.
Sound that, mate.
Cab.
That's brilliant, mate.
So yeah.
I can't wait to see it finished.
I can't myself. James, it's been 5 years.
We're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, happy days.
We're getting there. Okay. Cool beans. So, John Wisner, Scotland, from my John and Sam Telford. He's just put a comment on. I think he's just put a like on. Yeah, he's just put a like on because I've changed the banner on Tesco Models Live. I will reiterate, listen, Set School Models Live is not about me. It's not really about James or Paul. It's about everybody that watches the YouTube channel, that likes what we do, likes what I do, that what James does, what Paul does, what we do as a club, etc., etc. I'm thinking now that likes what we do and wants to be as close and as part of that as you possibly can without actually being a member. That's what Set School Models Live is all about. Okay.
Yeah.
So
come and get involved.
Come and get
Show
involved.
us what you're doing. Show us what you're doing.
Yeah, man, absolutely. The more, so when me and Paul and James talked about this midweek last week, you know, I said it had always been, Set School Models Live had always been, you know, just sort of like out of me daily thing to check and to keep looking on and one thing and another. But we made a conscious decision between all three of us. I made a video and said, you know, we absolutely have to start and bump this up because people, I want people to be involved. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what
Not
we're
only
gonna
that,
do.
Mark, it's to grow your channel as well.
Yeah, it grows the channel. Absolutely, it does. It grows the channel, mate.
Can I just say it's great. It is. I really do like to see what other people are doing. It's not when you see it on the group page, like the Set School Club page, but when you see what the sort of the riff-raff are doing.
The riff-raff. Riff-raff.
I'm messing. I'm messing.
I know you're messing. But
I'm not. I love seeing what other builders are doing because it gives me inspiration. If somebody posts an armor kit up, I'm like, oh, I fancy one of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I get sidetracked.
Yeah. It's great to see what everybody else is doing. We want more of it. Go on, bring it on.
Right. This is the video I made. Is there a mute button?
Yeah. To the left, mate. To the left of where you are. That's it.
It's really bad quality, I'm afraid. I don't know why, but let's watch. Let's watch. I'm going to press play. There we go. There we go. So that was the little thing that I did. And also what we want to do is for people like Dave and AD and one thing or another, the guys who are going to post on, I'm going to get rid of that window now. The guys who are going to post on, you post on, and then what we're actually going to do is from time to time, we're going to invite some of the guys who post on Set School Models Live to join us on this stream so that you can come on and we're going to talk about modeling and, you know, what we're doing and all that sort of shit and just your normal stuff. If you want to be a part of that, absolutely. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of live stream, I know that other live streamers in the past and even now, they have certain people on religiously week in, week out. We don't want to do that. We want to invite another person on, you know, every time to come along and come and join us and sit and chat and have a bit of a crack. Okay, so if you feel like, you know what, I want to come and sit and chat with lads, then you most certainly can.
Don't be afraid to.
You can almost do like a miniature staff from a farmer.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Yeah, let's get people on.
Like a quick brief one.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I keep getting inundated with bloody Timo emails. So let's have a look. 2 minutes 24. Let's wrap it up. Okay, but I want you two guys to stop on. So we have covered presentation evening. We've covered trophies, competition, how we earn our money, what we do with his money, who won what, the fact that I cocked up the different classes. We had another class, how good the meal was, how good Martin and Paul were, the raffle, everybody going away with prizes, Sesco Models Live. We've covered absolutely everything. Thanks to James again for covering that last night, James. I know it weren't easy for you, mate, but like I said, we had to try it and we'll do it again next time.
Yeah, yeah.
So with that, what I normally do, and I'm going to do it again, I'm just going to remove James from the screen. James, we'll stay where you are, but I will catch you later.
All right, mate.
Stay where you are. And that leaves me and Paul. Paulio. Did you enjoy last night, love?
Oh, absolutely fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have gone better, I think. You know, for the initial drive, the initial go, like that was fantastic. And you know yourself, we can make this absolutely perfect.
Absolutely perfect, mate. Okay. I will end the
stream.
Stay
Fantastic
where
last
you are.
night, but it'll be brilliant next time.
Certainly will. Stay where you are, and I'll catch up with you in a little minute. Okay, and that leaves me talking to you, and that's how I wrap up. And I always start my wrap up saying exactly the same thing. Sesco and Emsworth Community Scale Model Club. 7 years old, coming into our 8th year in January. Ping, ping, ping. I'm getting them all now because people that are watching this stream are posting onto the sister group, Facebook, Sesco Models Live. Presentation evening. It was absolutely brilliant. We loved it as a club, as coming together in a hotel, beautiful hotel, fantastic meal, great judge. Martin did a great job. I would always had a little bit of trepidation that somebody were going to get a little bit pissed and a little bit leery, a little bit loud or brash, but it did not happen. Everybody held themselves with such high decorum, and I think it was part of the surroundings and part of respect as well with each other. And to me, obviously, we having invited people along. People didn't want to sort of like start showing us up. Okay. I came away with some trophies and I won the overall shield, which was an absolute surprise. But that's banging. That's banging. Maybe I might enter next year. You never know. Okay. Club is nearly finished for 2024. We're coming into December next. We normally have the club on the 1st and 3rd Saturday of the month. But in December, the 3rd Saturday is too close to Christmas, so we don't bother with that one. So we normally do the 1st Saturday. Unfortunately, part of the sort of deal that we have with Upton Village Hall, we have to acknowledge what they're doing as a village hall as well as they have to acknowledge that we want to meet there regularly. But they have their pantomime for all the kiddywinkers in the local surrounding areas on the 7th of December, which is when we should first meet. So we've swapped it over. So on the 7th of December, we're going over to see Diamond Dave at Halifax Modelers World. And we're going to treat ourselves to some stuff there. The following Saturday, the 14th, that will be the last Sesco Club of 2024. I'm not saying I can't wait for that. I can wait for that because, you know, between the 14th then and January when we meet again, it's 3 weeks. We have a big 3 week gap. but I probably will put some vlogs on in between, especially with Cesco Models Live. Get your pictures on. Let's have a look at them. Let's get you onto a stream. And like Paul says, we can do some mini spotlight stars and find out all about you. Okay. But that just about wraps it up. I'm going to end the stream and then I'm going to catch up with my two guests tonight. So thanks for watching. If this is first time that you've watched this channel, please consider subscribing. We usually have a good old natter, a good chit chat twice a month. It does last for a couple of hours, but it's all good, and you can contribute through Cesco Models Live with your comments and your pictures and your comments on the stream as well. Okay. In the meantime, keep modeling, everybody. Stay safe, take care, and we will see you next time. Cheers.